Good morning, everyone. So, in the last class, we studied about the factor cost, market price, domestic, national, gross value, net value, and how to convert these aggregates. Okay, and we solved 2 3 questions. Okay, so now in today's video, we will see the methods of calculating national income. Okay, so there are 3 methods. Okay, first is there's no sequence here, but the first is value added. Okay, second is income method, and third is expenditure method. Okay, I'm repeating again: value added method, expenditure method, and income method. Okay, so we will practice these methods. We will see the formula. Okay, one by one. So today we will see the expenditure method. Okay, we will start from the easiest one to the toughest one. Actually, not the toughest one, but the complex. The methods are not tough, but they are complex in nature. Okay, so in today's class we will see the expenditure method. So how we can find the national income using expenditure method. Okay, so now let's see the brief description here. National income is estimated in terms of expenditure on purchase of final goods and services produced in the economy during an accounting year. So whatever the final goods or services are being produced in a country, and the expenditure made on those goods are counted. Okay, means suppose there are 100 goods, 100 final goods and services. Okay, so the expenditure made on those 100 goods will be counted in the national income for calculating national income. Okay, intermediate goods are not calculated because their value will be added in the final goods only. So there will be problem of double counting. Okay, means single good, the value of one good will be counted twice. So to avoid this problem, we count only the expenditure made on final goods and services. Okay, so now on what for what purpose we make expenditure. Okay, let's see. There are 4 things. Okay, first is private final consumption expenditure. Private final consumption expenditure. So in this it is denoted by capital C. This private final consumption expenditure is denoted by capital C. Okay, so the citizens, the aam janta, we make expenditure on the basic requirements of food, shelter, okay, clothes, television, radio, these things. So these expenditure made on these things will be counted in the category of private final consumption expenditure. Okay, the expenditure made by the normal people of a country are counted in the category of private final consumption expenditure. The expenditure made on food, clothing, okay, these things, the basic requirement, the daily requirement, that those expenditure will be counted in the category of private final consumption expenditure. Okay, now the second way of making expenditure is government. Okay, the second person who is the second authority, first is the citizens, second the government. So it is called government final consumption expenditure, and it is denoted by capital G. Government final consumption expenditure means on what things government is making expenditure, like law and order, police, defense, education, hospitals. Okay, these are the things in which government is spending. Okay, so those expenditure will be counted in the category of government final consumption expenditure, which is denoted by capital G. Now the third one is the third institution or organization which makes expenditure is the firm. Okay, in what form? In the way of investment. through the way of investment, a business and enterprise invests, make expenditure. Okay, so that expenditure is formally known as gross domestic capital formation. Okay, if a company is making expenditure, so that expenditure is called investment. Okay, and that investment is known as gross domestic capital formation. Okay, so it is denoted by capital I. Okay, now this expenditure is break down into two parts. First, the expenditure, the investment made on fixed capitals and the investment made on inventories. Okay, if a businessman is investing money, so he will invest in two things. Okay, first in fixed assets like building, machinery and all. Second, in raw materials, in stock. Okay, so this investment or this gross domestic capital formation is divided into two parts: gross fixed capital formation and inventory investment. It is also called change in stock. This inventory investment is also called change in stock. And what is the formula here for change in stock? If if there's directly given in your question paper that change in stock 10 rupees, the value will be 10, so you have to write 10. Okay, but if there is given closing stock and opening stock, so you have to use the formula here. So what is the formula here? Closing minus opening, you will get change in stock. So change in stock is equal to closing stock minus opening stock. Okay, so this investment is divided into two parts: the investment made on fixed assets, building, plants, machinery and all, and investment made on raw materials or the inventory stock, which is called inventory stock or change in stock. Okay, now the third thing is the last thing is net exports. It is denoted by X minus M, which means export minus imports. Okay, export minus imports, so it will be called net exports. Okay, so by adding all these four components, we will get our value of GDP MP. Directly we cannot find the national income. Okay, but through this method we can find the national income. So directly by adding these all four, we will not get national income, but we will get GDP MP. Now the main work starts here. Okay, this basic thing, we have to add all these three. Okay, and we will get GDP MP. Now we have to convert this GDP MP into national income. Okay, so let's see how we will convert like this. So first we will get GDP MP. Now we have to convert GDP MP into NNP-FC. There's one more information. There's a short form. It is called national income. So national income is denoted by NNP-FC. Remember this. Few times you will not be asked that to found NNP-FC. You will be asked to find national income. So national income and the NNP-FC, these are the same thing. Okay, basically it is a formula for the aggregate name of national income. Okay, so GDP MP has to be converted into national income, which means we have to convert GDP MP into NNP-FC. Okay, so how we will convert? We will convert step by step. Okay, and the way and through which way we will convert, like in the previous class we converted the factor cost into market price and domestic into national. So in the same way, so we have to see step by step. Let me write here. So we have to find NNP-FC. Okay, and what we are given? We are given GDP MP. So we will see step by step, like we studied about the places, first place, second place. So first we have to convert the places step by step. So here we are given with gross, and here we have to find net. So we have to convert gross into net. So what we have to do, if we have to convert gross into net, so we have to subtract depreciation. Okay, now by subtracting definition, what we will get, NDP MP. So here it is written the step by step, but you don't have to do these steps. Okay, you can directly subtract or add on the things. So now we will minus, here we will write minus dep. Okay, now we have to convert the second place. We have to convert domestic to national. So what we will do, domestic to national, we will add NFI, we will plus. So here we write plus NFIA. Okay, now this PP third place is same always. Now the fourth place MP and FC. So we have to convert market price into factor cost. Means we have to subtract NIT. Okay, so by adding and subtracting these things, we have converted GDP MP into NNP FC. Okay, the main thing is we have to put the values here. That's it. Okay, so this is how we can calculate the national income using expenditure method. I'm repeating again, this is the way through which we can calculate national income using expenditure method. We cannot directly calculate, there are few methods. So this is the expenditure method. Okay, so if you have any doubt here, you can ask me in the comment section, and I will put a link, or I will make a video attached to it of showing the numericals. Okay, after this explanation you will see the numerical questions. Okay, so you can practice those questions. Okay, so in the next class we will see the income method. Okay, so here are few questions on expenditure method. Okay, which you can practice along with the solution as well. So questions are given along with the solution, so there are around 6 to 7 questions. Okay, you can practice. So